together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Try to get that one to Chris Olave. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. He sets up the screen to Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Ready. First and 10, 6-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start from the 38 now. Here's second down and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Chargers.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. Complete to Johnston here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Running right, Jones. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line. Go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Sapp, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Rocco 80.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Dolphins nothing.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Dragon 60. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Running left, Achane.
He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Herbert.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big fella. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it is 42-0.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. The give now to Abanikanda. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Israel Abanikanda, a 23-yard run. And the Chargers are pouring it on. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set, hut. Ready?
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins, nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Abanikanda. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Play action. It's Herbert. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watson escaping the pressure right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground is Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll run with Davis-Price, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Davis-Price, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Rail, yellow, ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown?